Since you've clicked this video, I'm going to assume that you are a brand new ride-share driver. Well, welcome to the game. Hi, this is the Rideshare Mentor channel, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to start your rideshare business in a successful way. We have a lot of people that have started driving here in Atlanta, Georgia, and unfortunately, they've given up. Just not enough information available. But today I'm here to help you with everything you need to get started and have a successful rideshare business. On this video, which is going to be video number 1, we're going to talk about facing the fear of your first ride. I've heard that from so many mentees that they're afraid to take their first ride. Well, honey, you got to start somewhere. So what you need to do is make a plan. And here's how you're going to do it. I've been a rideshare mentor for about, a year and a half now. It's been great meeting new drivers, helping them to get started and find their way on the road. Not just around Atlanta, but what apps to use, how to navigate, what they should do as far as the appearance of their car and how to approach their customers. And that's what's going to take that fear away for you. So hold on tight. Here we go. Now, the number one thing that's going to help you face the fear of your first ride is having it all together. It's just like any other thing. If you are prepared, you will win. So the first thing we want to do is to help you face the fear of that first ride. And what we're going to discuss right now is, where do I go? What do I do? And how to get started. So first things first. The first thing we're going to talk about is your car. The first thing you need to know is that your car needs to be clean. I'm not talking about clean like you would take your brother and sister out for a ride. I'm talking about you're going to pick up an executive. I don't care if you are in a Corolla or if you are in a Mercedes. What you want to do is make sure that your car is completely clean. The first thing I suggest is that you find a car wash in your area. There are many here around town that have, it's what they call the membership packages. You want to get the lowest one because you're going to go often. Just drive through, let them clean it out on the inside, let them clean it out on the outside. It ranges anywhere from $22 to $30. But when you think about it, if you're going to the car wash multiple times a week, you're going to spend more than $20 or $30 a week. Because it's going to be anywhere from $7 to $14 per wash. So if you go ahead and get that $22 package or that $30 package, you're winning because you're going multiple times a week. That's how you want your car to stay clean. And you might say, well, I don't have time to do that. You'll have time. Because once you're riding around town, you realize you're in the area of the car wash, go ahead and stop by. Sometimes during the year, we have a lot of pollen here in Atlanta. So you might want to go once or twice, maybe even 3 times a day, depending on how bad the pollen is and who you have to pick up. But that's just me. They'll tell you my car is always clean. Ching ching. So now getting back to your car. You want to make sure that it's clean, it's vacuumed out. Go ahead and get a little brush so that when you can't get to the car wash, you can just take that brush and get the dust off of the mats after each ride. Sometimes it's not bad, but sometimes people get in your car and they have a whole bunch of dust on their feet. And you want to make sure that the next customer is not getting into a car that looks like the football team just got out. So the next thing you want to be aware of is, how does your car smell? Now, you might have some friends that'll tell you the truth, but you need to know the truth. Your car needs to smell good. If you're a smoker, you cannot smoke and then get in your car. It's going to smell like smoke. If someone's going to a special event, they don't want to go to the event smelling like your smoke. No, they don't want to do that. You wouldn't want to do that. So make sure, if you're a smoker, please don't smoke in your car. Please, it's just, it's kind of unprofessional. Sorry. But you want to make sure that your car smells great. There is a product that I recommend. I'm not going to say the name of it. Well, maybe I can say the name if I don't show the product. The name is called Ozium. If you look for it, it's hospital grade. It's great. Smells great. whatever air fresheners you have, make sure they're very neutral, like a lemon smell or a new car smell or maybe a leather smell. But, you know, kind of stay away from all the flowers because everybody doesn't like that, you know. So just stay with something really neutral and fresh and clean, yeah. Also, make sure you go to the dollar store. You can go to the dollar store and get some micro, they call them micro fabric rags or dust rags. So just dust off the seats. Make sure the seats are dusted. Some people like to have bottled water in their car, and then some people like to have candies in their car. Whatever you do, you can put a magazine back there. You can get one of those little car seat covers that comes over and hangs over the back, and it has a little mesh pockets in it. And then from there you can put lotion, napkins, or tissues, or some people even have headache medicine. It's all for the tip. Some apps will allow your customer to tip on the app, and sometimes the customer will just tip you with cash. This is how you're going to make extra money, but we're going to get to that in one of the later videos. The third thing that you want to make sure that you do with a lot of excitement is greet your customer. As soon as you get that call, you're going to touch it, answer the call. First thing you do, if you're driving and you come to a red light, call the person. If not, pull over. Call the person. I can't stress this enough. I have so many people say, well, this happened, that happened. I couldn't find my client. By the time I got there, they canceled because I couldn't find them. They told, I just didn't know where to go. This is the number one thing. You've got to get this in your head. This is the number one thing. Come on, get it in your head. This is the number one thing that you've got to do. Call your client before you go to pick them up. You want to call. I'll give you an example. So the first thing you want to do when you make your call is you want to state your name clearly. You want to have lots of energy, and you want to engage the customer immediately. Make them your best friend. Example. Touch the app, accept the call. Find the little phone on the call, on the app to make the call. Lots of energy. Hello, John. How are you? This is your rideshare mentor. I'm just calling to confirm your location. Are you at a business location or a resident location? Oh, I'm at a business location. Okay, great. You're at a business location. Now, can you tell me the name of that location? Oh, we're at the Taco Mac downtown on Peachtree. Okay, fine. Now listen, it's dark outside, so I'll turn on my flasher so you'll know it's me while I'm driving up. John says, okay. But then John says, hey, wait a minute. My wife has on a pink dress. Not a problem, John. I'll be there shortly. So now you know you have John. He's standing there with his wife. She has on a pink dress, and they're standing outside of Taco Mac on Peachtree. Now, the beauty of this is when you call before you call these people, the only thing you're going to see on your app is an address. It's not going to tell you the name. Very rarely. Sometimes it does, but it's not going to tell you the name of where you're going. Now, you can go to that block, and it has like, it might be a strip mall, and it has 40 businesses in that strip mall. Little bitty business, upstairs, downstairs. I mean, it might have 6 businesses on this corner, and it's the same address. From 1300 block of Peachtree to the 1600 block of Peachtree. That's how it shows up sometimes on the app. Sometimes you'll know, okay, this looks like a neighborhood address. So also what you'll do is say, hi, John. So are you at a business or resident location? And John says, I'm at a resident location this time. And you say, oh, okay, well, are there any gate codes that I need to know about? Because there are plenty of gated communities, apartments, condos, and homes in Atlanta. So what you're going to do, ask him again. Are there any gate codes that I need to know about? And he'll say, yeah. Either he'll offer to text it to you, or you can ask him to text it to you, or he'll say, oh, this is what it is. He might say it to you on the phone. If you have a great memory, go ahead and take it. For me, I ask them, will you please text it to me? And then sometimes they say, don't worry about it. We'll come outside and meet you at the gate. And you say to them again, okay, I'll be there in just a moment. Hang up the phone, Now you have a best friend that you're going to pick up. But you've got to have that energy. Hi, John. How are you? This is your rideshare mentor coming to pick you up today. So listen, I'm calling to confirm to see, are you at a business or resident location? That's as easy as that. It's that simple. Are you at a business or a resident location? And you get that information. Now, I've had a situation where a lady said to me, well, we're at a restaurant, but you're not going to find us. And I said, well, I have a really good app, which I'll tell you about in a moment. I have a really good GPS app, so I think I'll find you okay. And she says, no. This restaurant sits behind a Shell gas station. Okay. She said, you'll never see it and you'll never see the sign. The sign is on the Shell gas station. Everybody misses it. So what I want you to do is just turn right at the Shell gas station. And you'll see it once you pass the gas station. Sure enough, I drove down the street. I see the Shell station. I'm like, okay. She's right. I don't see a restaurant around here. And I got there, turned right, went around the corner. There's the sign and this beautiful restaurant up on the hill. Would have never seen it. I would have missed it. Probably would have lost money because she would have canceled the call. See what I mean? Ching ching. Gotta be smart about it. Just gotta be smart about it. So you want to make sure you talk to the people. Ask them, is there anything special I need to know about coming to your home? Some might say, normally the app kind of takes people to the back door because it might be a condominium and the app might try to take you to the back door. And they'll tell you, just make sure you turn left. If you're at the back gate of an apartment complex, make sure you turn left and it'll bring you around to the front side. They'll tell you, but you've got to communicate. So what's the first thing we're going to do? Make sure our cars are squeaky clean, inside and out. They have to smell good, look good. Yes? Yes. Second thing, we're going to make sure that we greet the customers as soon as we make that phone call. We're going to greet them with a lot of energy and excitement. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is, well, you. Ladies, please make sure your hair is done. If your hair is not done, pull it back. Snatch it back, put a ponytail on it. Just make sure it's nice, neat, and clean. Make sure if you're not the type of lady that wears makeup, at least put on some lip gloss. Put on some eyeliner, some mascara, just a little something to make your face pop. You want to look professional, you want to look fresh, you want to look inviting. You want to look inviting. It's not that kind of ride, but you want to look inviting. Gentlemen, make sure you have a clean haircut. If you're rocking out dreads, I tell people all the time, I have some of my clients that have come back to me and said, well, Tamara, my ratings are going down and I don't understand why. Well, some people are not comfortable with dreadlocks. That's not your problem. It's only your goal to be professional. So you wear those dreadlocks in a professional way and you present yourself immediately professionally. So when they get in the car, hey, how are you guys doing tonight? Oh, we're doing fine. Okay, great. So where are you from? Oh, we're from Chicago. Oh, you know what? I'm from Atlanta. I'm a business owner and I have this and I do this and I do that. And I'm just doing ride share because this is something I like to do. And start talking about yourself, the positive things about you. And it kind of breaks the ice because unfortunately, as you know, in our society, some people have a negative preconception about who you are just because of afro or dreadlocks or something like that. It's just the truth. I'm just sharing it with you. So go ahead and put yourself out there, show them your great personality, and help them to feel a little more comfortable with what they're encountering with you. It's not your job to do, but hey, it just makes your job easier. It's not your fault. It's not their fault. It's just the way things are in our society. So we're talking about appearance. Making sure you have that extra breath mint, because if you're sitting at the airport and you're waiting for about an hour and you go to sleep, you're going to wake up with that's right, the hot breath. So always make sure you have gum or make sure you have mints, not only for your clients, but for you as well. Worst thing you can do is be sitting in the car talking to your client and the breath is hot. Sometimes you might offer them a mint and they might say no. So you have to deal with it. But the worst thing for them is to be talking to you and your breath is hot. So make sure you have breath mints. Always keep a little bottle of water there for you. And make sure your car is clean. As clean as you would like for someone to pick you up in. Yeah? So that's all I have for you right now. Video number 2 is coming soon. And video number 2 is going to talk about how to find rides, the tricks of the trade, and this is what happens when you take a ride. There are some other things that are going on with the rideshare business. Some of you may have been driving and saying, well, I don't understand why this keeps happening to me. My ride is canceling while I'm in the middle of a ride and all this kind of crazy stuff is going on. You can take control of all of that, and I'm going to show you how. So make sure you subscribe to my channel right here. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. And if you need to reach out to me on a personal level, my email address is my.rideshare.mentor@gmail.com. Let's say it again, my.rideshare.mentor@gmail.com. This is your rideshare mentor signing off for now, but I'll be back with more information for you on video number 2. See you later. Happy riding. Go take that first ride, girl. You know you need to go take that first ride. No, I got other things to do.